No matter how much they like to claim otherwise, players are collectors and investors in Magic the Gathering. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
So, this is like a concept from from when I started, and it's honestly changing nowadays. But when you started playing over time through like the grind and the struggle, you ended up building this collection. And it wasn't like an investment. It wasn't like you were collecting, even though there were some set collectors back then. But just by the fact of buying boosters and trying to build your decks and get better, you ended up with a collection. You ended up with a significant investment in Magic the Gathering. Now, players, some people get very upset when I talk about collecting Magic. They seem to think I'm some type of whale who invests in all this, and it's like, yeah, I guess I used to do that, but now it's not like that anymore, and it's weird to have this argument like us versus them, because it really should only be the consumers and the producers. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're that type of consumer. You're what's wrong with the game. Players, collectors, investors, they're all important from the game. But because of how our game used to be, over time, players became collectors who were invested in the game. Now, Wizards is trying to take that away. I think the masterstroke of Wizards of the Coast was to extract all this money from players, from investors, from collectors, and then to pit them against each other so that the players blame the investors and the investors tell the players that they don't know what they're talking about. I think that would be the masterstroke of Wizards of the Coast. And I think that's honestly where we've come to without like intent. And it's a shame because all old school players realize this, that over time and just interacting with the game, you become invested in the game. There's nothing wrong with being invested in the game and expecting your collection to maintain that value or some of the value that you put in. I don't know why people nowadays want their cards to be worth nothing. People nowadays, some individuals who comment in my comments, maybe, I don't know. It seems like a large portion of people, but probably just a small vocal group. I don't know why you'd want that. Like, why would you want cards not worth anything? A comment I got was, if all cards are $20, that's a big barrier to entry. All cards are $20. The bulk, like 99% of Magic cards are like 15 cents. So to have that perspective, all cards are $20, no, that's all cards that you want are $20, not all cards that you need. Need and want are two very different things when it comes to this valuation and this barrier to entry, right? Like, Fork is what, $50 plus? I don't know how much it came down to. It went up to like 80 and came back down. Fork, reserve list card. It's expensive, but you can get Reverberate for a lot cheaper. Dual lands are expensive, but you can get, Pain lands and Pathways for a lot cheaper. So is it what you want or what you need for your deck? Like, there's a very big difference there. Yeah, there's this feel out there of players versus collectors, guys, and I don't feel that that's correct. I just feel like we're all consumers of a game that we like. And the consumers should stand together to not be abused by the producer, right? Yeah. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe. We have plenty of returning watchers, not plenty of subscribers watching, which is like, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, yes, check out the Patreon. We have channel memberships for awesome emojis and other things. And yes, take care. Have a lovely day, guys.
That's it,
Peace
man.
out.
Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?